How's it going, everyone? And welcome to the Talk Sports Show here on Saturday, January 27th. Today's show, I'm going to give you college basketball NBA upsets, and we're going to preview the NBA slate and the college basketball slate today. Let's start with my college basketball upset picks. As you see in the title, my first upset is an obvious one. It is North Florida +7 to upset Eastern Kentucky. Now, this is the biggest game of the conference season for North Florida. Can they beat Eastern Kentucky? Eastern Kentucky is undefeated in ASUN conference play. I like North Florida here. They have been playing really well of late. I think they can pull off the upset. Possibly. And just a little programming note tonight. We have the Royal Rumble stream at 8 o'clock on YouTube, Twitch, and Patreon. My second upset is Ohio State +2.5 to upset Northwestern. Now, as you will see in my rankings on Monday, Ohio State is not in the rankings. The way I'm doing the rankings going forward is based on how you play, and you have to have less than 5 conference losses to be in the rankings. But I think Ohio State can pull off the upset here against Northwestern. Both these teams right now are ranked. Ohio State at 18, and Northwestern at 24. My third upset, I'm going back to the well again with this team. FIU +2 to upset Middle Tennessee. I picked FIU earlier in the week, and they failed with the upset, but I think they could get the upset today. I don't know how, but I think they can. My fourth upset is Rhode Island +10 to upset George Mason. George Mason was in my rankings at one point, and they may find their way back in. There's a whole log jam of teams that just missed out on the rankings for next week. My fifth upset is Valparaiso +3 to upset Furman. All these are conference games, ladies and gentlemen, and I like the upset here for Valparaiso. I don't think Furman's that good. And then I've got Walford. Oh, correction, Valparaiso plays Missouri State. And I don't think Missouri State's that good. Now we get to Wofford and Furman. The play here is Wofford +5 to upset Furman. Furman is subpar. They're a roller coaster. They have one good week, then they go back down. They have a bad week, then they have a good week, then they have a bad week. And my free plays, plural, free plays of the night and college basketball are South Florida -11 to cover the point spread versus UTSA. Kennesaw State -6.5 against Central Arkansas. And the bonus free play of the night is over 146.5 in the Auburn Mississippi State game. And now let's get to the NBA upset picks. So my first one is the Washington Wizards +2 to upset the Detroit Pistons. These are two teams going in opposite direction, both going in bad directions, it seems. The Pistons can't win consistently, and the Wizards are kind of the same way, but somebody has to win this game, and I think it's going to be the Wizards. My second upset is the Sixers +4.5 to upset the Denver Nuggets. Now you may say, why are you picking on the Nuggets? I picked them to get upset a couple days ago, and it happened. They got upset by the Knicks. I think they get upset again today by Philly. And then my last upset for the NBA is the Houston Rockets plus 4.5. Plus, my second upset is I gave you 4 upsets for NBA today. My third upset is the Rockets plus 4.5 to upset the Brooklyn Nets. It seems like the Rockets are starting to play really. They're starting to mesh well and play really good. I love the upset here. Brooklyn's kind of rebuilding, and I like the upset. And then my last one is the Heat plus 5 to upset the Knicks. Now, this one is an ABC game at 3 o'clock, I believe. And I love the Heat in this spot against the Knicks. Knicks coming off an emotional win a couple days ago against the Nuggets. I think they fall flat on their face here and they get upset. And my free play tonight in the NBA is the Boston Celtics minus 6.5 to cover the spread against the Clippers and win. Now, I will give you a preview of the college basketball and NBA slate for today and some picks. My first one is going to be, this is today. So my first pick is Cincinnati, Central Florida. I like Cincinnati in this game. I think Cincinnati's going to win this game. I don't know by how much, but you see Cincinnati minus 6.5. I'd take Cincinnati minus 6.5 here to cover and win. Kansas State, Houston is the next game. And I think that point spread there for the Houston Kansas State game that's a little bit high for me. I'm going to take K-State plus the points, but I think Houston wins. I'm taking K-State plus the points here, but I think Houston ends up winning. Boston College, Notre Dame. Boston College is a 2-point favorite, and the over-under is 133.5. I will take Boston College every single day of the week. Notre Dame is one of the worst teams in college basketball. I think Boston College wins handedly. Louisville and Virginia is the next game. I'll take Virginia minus 8.5 here, and I'll take Virginia to win. I don't trust Louisville. Louisville's one of the second or third worst teams in college basketball. You got Northeastern and William & Mary. I'm going to take Northeastern minus 9.5 here, and I'm also going to take Northeastern to win. Nebraska, Maryland. Nebraska, if you saw my rankings on Monday last week, they are in my rankings. So I am taking Nebraska plus the points here to pull the upset. Lehigh and Holy Cross. Now, normally I'd take Lehigh, but I'm going to take Holy Cross here to pull the upset. Because Lehigh is favored by 4.5. I'm taking Holy Cross plus the points, and I'm taking Holy Cross to win. Georgia, Florida. Good old-fashioned. This is a rivalry game. I am taking, in a shocker, I'm taking Georgia plus the points, which is plus 7.5 to win and pull the upset. Albany and New Hampshire. I'll take Albany minus 4.5. Plus 4.5, and I'll take the over of 158.5. Providence and Georgetown. I'll take Providence. Fordham and Duquesne. Give me Duquesne. Seton Hall, Marquette. Now this is the Talk Sports game of the day for me. Both teams are really good. I think this is going to be a very competitive game. I think Marquette ends up winning it though, and they cover that spread of -9.5. You got Missouri, South Carolina. I'm going South Carolina here, -5.5, and I'm taking South Carolina to win. Loyola, Maryland against Navy. Navy's a 7.5 point favorite. I think I'll go Navy here, -7.5. Bucknell and Army. I'll go Army, -1.5. Wagner and Central Connecticut. Give me Central Connecticut minus a point. Give me Central Connecticut -6.5, and give me Central Connecticut to win. Akron, Miami of Ohio. Give me Miami of Ohio to win this game, +7.5. Central Michigan, Western Michigan. Give me the Chips, +3.5. Detroit Mercy, Green Bay. Give me Green Bay. Kansas, Iowa State. This is another really good game. And if you're betting on it, I would take Iowa State minus in the points. So that's Iowa State -4.5. Kansas struggles on the road big time. So I'd go Iowa State -4.5. And I'm taking Iowa State to win here and pull the upset on Kansas. North Carolina, Florida State. Give me North Carolina and a laugher. Texas Tech, Oklahoma. Give me Texas Tech. BYU, Texas. And another upset. Give me Texas +7.5. West Virginia, Oklahoma. West Virginia is number 25 in my poll this past week. Give me West Virginia +4.5. We're going to skip over some of these games and get to the later slate, the 4 o'clock. Well, we have a couple 2 o'clock games that I'm going to pick. Lipscomb, Stetson. Give me. This is where we made the mistake on Thursday and lost some money. We picked against Lipscomb. I'm not doing it again. Give me Lipscomb -3.5 and give me Lipscomb to win. Northern Illinois and Ball State. Give me. Who's the better record? Give me Ball State -5.5 and give me Ball State to win. Okay, so now we're going to get all the way down to, where's the 4 o'clock games? There we go. So Duke and Clemson. Give me Duke -8.5 and give me Duke to win. The Baylor, TCU. Give me Baylor -4.5 to win, and Baylor's the pick. Utah State, Boise State. Give me in a shocker. Give me Utah State to upset Boise State +3.5. Wyoming and Colorado State. Give me Colorado State -8.5. North Carolina Central, Maryland Eastern Shore. Give me North Carolina Central -5.5. South Carolina State, Delaware State. Give me South Carolina State +6.5 to pull the upset. Charlotte and Tulane. Give me Tulane -3.5 and give me Tulane to win. South Florida South Florida, this was minus 11. Now it's gone down to minus 5.5. You just heard me talk about it a minute ago. I will be going South Florida minus 9.5, and I think South Florida is going to win. Missouri State, Valparaiso. Obviously, my pick is going to be Valparaiso minus plus 3.5. Winthrop, High Point. Give me High Point plus 1.5. And the last couple of games we're going to do is Rhode Island, George Mason. Give me Rhode Island plus 9.5. Because that's one of my upsets. And give me Rhode Island to win. Let's see here. Bellarmine, JU. Give me JU plus 1.5 to upset Bellarmine. Eastern Kentucky, North Florida. EKU is a 7.5 point favorite. Both teams are evenly matched. North Florida's only lost one game in conference. EKU's lost no conference games yet. I am taking North Florida plus 7.5 to pull the upset here. And then I've got Kennesaw State and Central Arkansas as the last game we're going to make a pick for. And I'm going Kennesaw State minus 6.5 to win and cover the spread. And now here's the NBA schedule for today. And I'm going to give you my NBA picks. So at noon, we have the Wizards and the Pistons. Obviously, you saw my pick. It is the Wizards. I'm taking the Wizards to win this game. Heat and Knicks, give me the Heat. Sixers, Nuggets. Now, the key matchup in this game is Embiid against Jokic. I am taking the Sixers, though, to win this game. Brooklyn and Houston. Give me Houston as they were one of my upset picks. Celtics, Clippers. 7 o'clock tonight. Give me the Celtics. I took them minus 6.5. Charlotte and Utah. Give me the Hornets. Milwaukee, New Orleans. Give me the Bucks. And Doc Rivers' first game as head coach. Timberwolves and Spurs. Give me the Spurs. Lakers, Warriors. This is going to be a good game. I'm fixated on it. Give me the Warriors at home to beat the Lakers. And the Mavericks and the Kings is the final game on the slate tonight. Give me the Mavericks. So again, that is Washington, Miami, Philly, Houston, Boston, Charlotte, Milwaukee, San Antonio, Golden State, and Dallas. And ladies and gentlemen, that'll wrap up the early stream today for the Talk Sports Show. Tonight at 8 o'clock, don't miss it. The Royal Rumble live stream / Q&A. You can ask me questions during the live stream of the during my live reaction to the Royal Rumble, as I cannot physically show actual footage of the Royal Rumble on the stream because it'll get copyrighted. But I will give you my live reactions. And like I just said, there will also be a Q&A. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is my merch. I offer memberships and merch. You get neat perks with the memberships. Merch, you buy as much merch as you want. And I also have Patreon, which is where one of the 3 streaming services that I will be streaming on tonight for the Royal Rumble. But the only kicker with Patreon is you cannot comment on the videos. If you want to comment on the videos, From Patreon, you got to come over to YouTube or the Twitch. My Twitch is AlecBolts24. But, ladies and gentlemen, the Talk Sports Show is signing off. I will see you tonight at 8 o'clock. Have a wonderful rest of your day.